As African American, Your Majesties, you are indigenous to the world. You are indigenous to the world. Why are you trying to limit yourself to a place? Because you want to claim identity of just a place. When you are originals to the earth. These are something that sometimes I ask myself, but why this division? Well, okay, we are indigenous to America. Yes! You are indigenous to America. There's no doubt about it. No one is disputing that fact. Kings and queens, your majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well and you are loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you my sim subscribers. You are loved, celebrated and appreciated. So, African American is a dead person. And that y'all should stop propagating this out of Africa. These are not my words, so these are the words of one of you. I was disappointed. Like, I don't know. I just hope I do not get so emotional in this video and start crying like a baby here. But it pains me. Like, whenever I see things like this, it hurts me. Like, you don't know how I feel to see people come out and do things like this. Now, there's nothing wrong to say, okay, we were existing. But why are you trying to maybe destroy the fact or maybe put down the fact that there are people who were existing in Africa and they took them from Africa? Why is it that majority of African Americans want to erase this out of Africa issue? That no, I'm okay. You can say you were existing in America, but don't try to erase our history. Okay, don't do that. Because you want to lay claim of a place, there's no problem. You see, why is it that we want to limit ourselves as the melanated people? Now, I know a lot of African Americans don't want to have anything to do with Africa. I'm going to roll out the clip, but this thing pained me. It pained me, Your Majesties. Now, there are the African Americans who don't want to have anything to do with Africa. Maybe because they are shy. Oh, the Europeans might insult them. So that's your dirty house you're from. There was a clip I brought here where a man of God, your man of God, a pastor was telling his congregation that those of you who were taken out of hell to America, that is heaven. It's not my words. See, a lot of things is going on out there. A lot of miseducation. Sometimes some people miseducation is because there are agendas to these things and they have people who propagate these informations. You don't want to have anything to do with Africa, no problem. You can hang there with your clique and move on. But why are you trying to erase the fact that people were taken out and people migrated? These are two things. I think whenever I talk about this issue, I'm always trying to be careful so that it won't be like Abigail is trying to side. No, I want to bring facts to you. When you talk about African Americans, because now this group are cutting themselves off and they've created an ID card for themselves, they've created an identity for themselves, and they've cut off from Africa. There is no problem, okay? Now, there were Africans who were taken as slaves. That was even in the later years. Before that time, there were Africans who migrated. Now, when you talk about the mother, I keep telling you that Africa is the celestial zone of the world. Africa is like the center. Africa is where everything started, the origin of life. That is why Africa can be called the Garden of Eden, the mother of the world. Okay, Mama Africa, the Garden of Eden and everything. The origin of life, because life started around here. Life started in the motherland. It is something you can debate. Okay, go and check it. Do your debating and everything, and then you come back here. So I want you to see this, and we will try to prove something. I don't like doing this. I don't like doing it because it's like I'm just wasting my time on something that is proof, like that is fact. Whether we accept or not is the truth. That Africa is the origin of life, and life started here. Any melanated person you see moving around the world, existing around the world, they left Africa and migrated. Except if you are something else. Now, this group of people initially claimed that they are Indians. Now, when it is proven that even Indians themselves have African DNA, they are now saying that just listen to her. And from her own evidences that she brought to back up her claim, we will still see from her evidences that she's just I don't know, she's making fun of herself, or I don't get it. I see, this is a woman I respected initially because I was like, okay, maybe we have the same we are fighting the same battle of protecting the melanated community around the world. But when I saw this, I was disappointed.
Indigenous fan, check this out. I got something to tell y'all. You look, these goofy MFs that want to call themselves African Americans and everything, and they believe in that out of Africa bull. Invite them. I'm gonna be nice. I ain't gonna call them no names. Invite them in because they need to hear this. Okay? Look, 15 minutes ago, I just got to the place where I'm staying. I went to the bank. And those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that I did a status correction and I went from an African American, which is a dead person, and to an indigenous person, which we are because this is our land. Now, I went to a bank that I don't normally go to. So they had a hard time with the ID. They were trying to have me do all sorts of different verifications. Fast forward, I did it. They finally gave me my money and everything. And so they told me to like meet them around the corner. When we got around the corner, she was just like, well, you know, we've just never seen an ID like that. I looked her dead smack in her eyes and I told her, I said, this is my people's land. This is our land. And she straight up said, oh, I know. I said, and a lot of us are waking up to that fact. I said, so be prepared to see more IDs like this. She got chills because she went like this and she, you know, and she took a gulp, a dry gulp. Let me tell you, these motherfuckers are scared. Look, there was fear in her eyes. I'm just here to let you know. And she even went as far as saying, yes, I know, because there's a day for you guys and everything too. First she said Juneteenth. She said, no, not Juneteenth. She said Indigenous Peoples Day. She said it was Columbus. You know what I'm saying? Look, she knew more than a lot of y'all know. Like, I know all this stuff. And all these MFs that look like us that's claiming that Pan-African bullshit and everything, y'all gonna miss the train. Okay. Y'all keep on thinking that you come from Africa. You keep on thinking that. Then we got these ignoramuses over here from Africa holler and scream at us and talk down to us, force us to claim African identity and don't even know our history over here. You know, regurgitating the colonizers' version of our history, which is a bunch of bullcrap, which I've told y'all millions of times. Then we got the pretendians and everything from Siberia and Mongolia who are pretending to be us. But she knew more than what y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Why is that, brothers and sisters? I just want to let y'all know that. They know who the F we are and everything. It's just y'all. Y'all are the ones that need to wake up to who you are and everything and claim our land back. How about that?
There's a lot we are messing up. Like, we've messed up a lot of things. We've messed up a lot of things, Your Majesties, you know. And it's painful to me. Okay? Like, goodness me. Alright, so I had to follow her up, trying to like, okay, let's see what's going on. A lot of her followers are like, why are you trying to deny the fact that people came from the motherland? Their other comments are, let others be what they be and help others that are happy to be from here. But some are from Africa too. Brown people need to come together no matter where we are from and overtake the colonizers. And another person said, do the research. The original American Indians came from West Africa to America decades before Columbus. Like, I keep talking about Columbus here. We've done a lot of video about that. In his diary, it is stated there that Columbus met Africans already living. He met farmers, gatherers who were already living in America. So it's not even Columbus who discovered America. Africans Africans already migrated to America before Columbus came to discover that part. And not just America, around the world. I keep telling you, Africa migrated around the world before slavery. We were already around the world. Our ancient ancestors had migrated around the world. So if you're trying your best to see that you cut yourself from Africa, it's gonna be difficult, because it will be like you are making fun of yourself or making jest of yourself, because at the end of it all, you are coming back to Africa. At the end, all what you go around to search will still push you back to Africa. Okay? So the person went further to say that the slave from Africa and the American Indians are the same people. The Israelites we are. Okay? Then she said, guess again, I will tag you in a video that will show you the truth, which is nothing close to what you said. So she made that video. And from that video, that's what she was reading from a book. And what was in the book, she didn't bring it out. Or I had to go back to this book and read it clearly. And there I discovered that America and Africa was closer than what we think it is before now. You can just throw from Africa into America. So the migration happened such that when this angle of this part is having climate crisis, they move to the other part. This was how our ancestors were moving around the world because of climate changes. When this part is not good anymore, they move to the other part. And Africans left. Life started from Africa and went out. Dr. Kihura Nkuba has said a lot of things here. It is in UNESCO. These are things that you can go and check it. It's not bragging. It's not trying to say, okay, we have to propagate Africa at all costs. This is not it. Whether you take it or leave it, whoever you think you are, saying that Africa does not have anything in connection to the existence of the world and the civilization of the world, something is wrong. Because this same woman went further to say that the first pyramid, because when she did the video to just prove to people that she's right, she was mixing a lot of things up, that the first pyramid, your majesties, was in America, which is not true. The first pyramid in the world, you can check it, is the step pyramid of Giza. This the pyramid that Imhotep constructed. That is the first pyramid ever in the whole world. These are facts you can check. The first pyramid in the world is in Africa. But she said the first pyramid is in America. And majority of the pyramids are in America. And they say women forget to research to know that the pyramids in Sudan is even more than what is in Egypt. So where is Sudan? Is Sudan in America? What am I saying? The world was closer before than what it is now. And our ancestors migrated. Life started from Africa, and our ancestors migrated out of Africa to every part of the world. We are originals to the earth. Not just a part, not just an angle. Now, this is where I'm going to go back to the book that she was reading from that she didn't do justice to. She decided to read the part that suits her and left the other part. Now, what does he say? He said that as a result of its proximity to the African continent and its different climates, the South American continent played a pivotal role in human evolution. However, because she insisted that, civilization started in America, not in Africa. This is exactly what this woman that I respected said. Okay? So now, however, the role the South African continent played in early human evolution is largely being misunderstood. And this is it here. It's misunderstood. Okay? Humans evolved in African continent. Now, here is the thing, but she didn't read this out. Human creation took place in the motherland. This is the summary. Humans evolved, okay? Humans evolved in the African continent, but it was in South American continent that made it possible for humans to live together in large group. The creation of man was in the motherland, but it is the South American continent that helped humans to live together in large groups. Why is it that those who claim that they are originals to America, I'm not disputing that fact as well, but why are you trying to erase the history of the out of Africa? Why? Before any soul lived in America, the Africans had already migrated and lived there. So if you are from America, if you are indigenous to America, you are originating from Africa itself, because this is where life started from. Why are we dragging this thing? Why are we dragging this thing? Look at the Indians that some Americans were claiming they're part of them. They are American Indians. They don't have anything to do with Africa. Indians have Africa DNA. So later on, when they discover Indians also have Africa DNA, they want to, even all of, let's be frank, all of you who are melanated, if you go do a DNA, you have a lot of percentage of Africa in you. Why? Because your ancestors is from here now. Your ancestors from here. We are not dragging any, we're not disputing anything. These are facts that can be proven. Do the teaching yourself, like go learn yourself. Do not allow people to do teachings for you, to learn for you. Majesties. I was disappointed. Yes. Because at this age and time, I felt like this shouldn't be it. No. If you do not have, you've not traced back your origin, that does not mean you just feel, okay, we need to create another body. I'm not saying that the American government shouldn't give you what is rightfully yours. No. I am not saying that you are not original to America. No. You are original to America. But don't push out some of these things. Because these are the ways that the enemy gets, you know. These are the ways that when they see now that something is cooking like this, they will hang over it and they will start doing, they will take it for their own advantage and start dealing with us, the melanated people. And your suffering there is also our suffering here. Because if you are not respected there, we will not be respected. If we are not respected here, you will not be respected. So why the division? Why the division? Let's unite. Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always your majesties. Bye for now.